If this video finds you, or should I say, when this video finds you, you are headed towards a path that only few can really enter. I'm hearing the words for you. This is your kingdom. You were always meant to be in it, but because there has been something along the way that strayed you away from the path, maybe you've gone through a really awful breakup or something really traumatic, or maybe you lost your parents or someone who's close to you, or you've gone through just something that really shook up your heart space. And it didn't make you think clearly, but in actuality, it was preparing you to be broken free of all the lower densities of hurt, pain, suffering, so that you may enter your true kingdom, your heaven on earth. I'm hearing for you, when you know that it's time, it will happen. When you know that it is time, it is happen. So what does that mean? I'm hearing for you, when you stop proving that you are worthy of it and just be in the complete worthiness of it, that's when it's going to happen. So I'm getting the image of you sitting on the throne, not because you have to claw your way up to that throne, it's because it was always destined for you. You were always the heir to the throne. You were always the divine inheritors. What is that word? Like you inherit it, okay? It was always your divine birthright to be in that kingdom, to sit on that throne, to experience everything you're here to experience. And that's why it feels familiar to you. It feels like your soul is whispering to you over again and again and again. This is what you're meant to have. Maybe you're someone who's been quiet your entire life and you think that's who you are, but it's not. Okay? Your quietness is not who you are, it's who you pretended to be. Okay, yeah. That hits. I'm feeling something here. It's not who you are, it's who you pretended to be. Maybe you're not shy, you pretend to be. Maybe you're not easygoing. Oh yeah, I'm hearing that, okay? You're not easygoing. You pretend to be. You know exactly what you want and you know exactly how you want it. But you're afraid to speak up because you're afraid to be your true powerful self. You're afraid to expose yourself. I'm hearing you. You're afraid to expose your divinity because perhaps in the past you have been shunned out because of that, and because in the past life you've been burned at the stake for it. You've been persecuted, executed, killed, hunted for that. But what I'm hearing for you, it was always your kingdom. But now I'm hearing it was always our kingdom. Ooh, baby, I'm a part of it too. It was always our kingdom. But it has been taken away by the parasites, by the unworthy, by the, when I'm hearing unworthy, it's like the unworthy rulers. These energies call themselves or think of themselves as the ruler of our kingdom. But it was never their place. It was never theirs. It was always ours. But what they do very good, okay, is that they project this false bubble and illusions web of lies and fear consciousness. They tell you without them having power over you, you are powerless, which makes no sense, by the way. But somehow they make sense of it, okay? And you bought into it. So you're hearing this message right now because you're actually meant to be a light worker. You're a chosen one. You came here. I'm hearing you came back here. I'm hearing it's like correcting me. You came back here. Oh baby, this is not your first rodeo, okay? Do you know that it's not your first rodeo? Okay, let me know down below or hit the like. This is not your first rodeo. You came back here. If this message finds you, you came back here. Your sexy soul came back here because there's some unfinished business. You're like, no, I'm not gonna let these mofos rule. I'm going to reclaim back my kingdom, our kingdom. That's what I'm hearing. My kingdom, our kingdom. And you're going to reclaim it by reclaiming your power. And your power comes from love, something that these energies or entities do not have, okay? They fake it. They don't got it, okay? But you have it. Because you're the true protector. Wow. Okay, I'm getting goosebumps. Okay. What I'm hearing is that these false kings or whatever, they call themselves the rulers. But you, the rightful heir, you call yourself the protector or the protectress. Oh, wow. Okay, now the goosebumps are going down my legs. I never experienced that before. Okay. You are the protector of this kingdom. You are the protectress of this kingdom. You hold ancient knowledge. That's why, okay? You are remembering your past lives and even future lives or parallel lives, whatever. Nothing in this universe is random. You came again with remembrance. It's because you're meant to do something with your soul memories. It's not just like, oh my God, I was the priestess of Isis. Ooh, I am the, priestess or priest of whatever planet, okay? Like a Taurus, okay? It's not just, like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do with this information? That's what I'm hearing for you. What are you going to do about it? Because all of these insights, all of this intel are parts of you, all these power codes within you, the abilities you have that only you have. We're all powerful, but we are all, our divine template is unique. Okay? And if you're listening to this video, and if this video, and I keep on hearing when this video finds you, guys, I'm feeling so much energy rushing in right now. You are very powerful. Wow. Okay, now I'm feeling it in my chest. Do you feel it? Oh, okay, yes, going down. You, the person who's listening to this right now, who is receiving this right now, you are very powerful. Don't doubt it. You are very powerful. I feel it, babe. I feel it in my bones, in my blood, in whatever it is, fiber in my being. I feel it. You're very powerful. You are the divine protector. That's what I'm hearing. That's your role. You are the divine protector or protectress of this kingdom, of our kingdom. You hold ancient knowledge. You hold ancient codes. You know very powerful things, okay? But it's not about knowledge. Knowledge is nothing. It's just shit, okay? But you need to have the wisdom and the courage. That's what I'm hearing, wisdom and courage. And knowing where your true power comes from, which is source, which is God consciousness, okay? The so-called rulers, they'll tell you your powers is in fame and in status, is in riches, is in, how sexy you are or whatever, okay? It'll tell you all these like fake stuff on how you look, how big your butt is, how small your waist is, okay? Like, oh please, how many people you sleep with is cool, okay, or something. Like, it'll inject these messed up ideas into your head and tell you that's power. But your role as a divine protector, protectress of this kingdom, of our kingdom, baby, is when you know where your true power comes from. We're nothing without the God consciousness. You think you're so powerful, but when, press reset of the system, everything gets wiped. So who gives you that power? God. Okay? So remember and honor the God essence within you. The divine codes being awakened right now as you're listening to this. And when I was getting the goosebumps, I keep on hearing the word when, not if, when. Because you are destined to receive this message when the time is right. When you had a recent aha moment in your life, when you're beginning to remember your true power, when you're beginning to reactivate, reawaken the God particle, the God code within you, that's when this message finds you. I'm getting the goosebumps again down my legs. You are a very powerful being, and you are here to remember. So that's why part of my work is helping you remember who you are by activating certain codes within you. We all need to remember our roles. Okay, so remember your, if you know your role, I'm curious, let me know down below. But what I'm hearing is definitely there's something about you being the divine protector or protectress of this kingdom. Like my role is to be the activator. I help you remember. I help you awaken to who you are. I'm like your alarm clock. It's like, oh, you're snoozing? Hello, wake up, you know? So I feel like that's my part of my divine role here. And we're all given certain role, okay, full-time or part-time jobs. And when we remember our true role and not try to be someone and something we're not and own it fully, we help others awaken, we help others remember, we help others fulfill all their roles. And together we co-create the new earth consciousness. We reclaim our true kingdom of light. We bring forth heaven on earth, or bring back heaven on earth, because it was always meant to be. But, you know, it was taken, okay? And I'm doing this because it's not really taken. It's just part of us, they tricked us to give away our power. It's like, oh, okay, you're the ruler, right? So you can have my God essence now, right? But it's not like that. They trick you, okay, with the fear. And I don't want you to focus on so much of like, oh, them, evil, evil. Because you're still focusing your creative and co-creative ability on them, which makes them more powerful. Okay, that's the paradox, that's the trickery also. So stop, just know, okay, know in your heart that there are unrightful rulers, okay, in this realm. And just leave it at that, because and then focus on you being the true divine protector. Okay, because you don't rule over anything. You don't call yourself like that. You don't operate from ego. So just remember that and focus on you and cultivating your wisdom, cultivating where your true power source comes from, cultivating the love within you, the compassion, the kindness within you. Okay? Anyone can be out here sending these hateful, negative messages about, oh, these people, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't change anything. Do you understand? Okay, you leaving a negative comment is not going to change anything. Focusing on them, and you use words like they, them, it's not going to change the narrative. Know it to be true. But all the narrative right now is about you reclaiming your birthright. Okay, it's about you knowing who you are. So the more you focus, that's why we do the inner work, right? Because it's the inner world that is real. When we recall, ow, my arm. When we recall our true power back, we remember our divinity, and that cannot be effed with. That cannot be meddled with. That cannot be tricked around. Because when you're so powerful, you are so balanced. You have this softness about you, which is that loving being that you are. Okay? And at the same time, you're fierce. And you're a fierce protector and you're a fierce protectress. You're like, do not cross my boundaries. Do not F around, okay? That's why I made a bunch of videos on how you can conquer your boundaries, how you can own your empathic power. Because that is so important, because the unrightful, okay, rulers, their whole scheme is for you to either be very submissive and be stepped on, and two is to be so cold and robotic, okay? So you turn yourself into them. And then so they convert you into becoming one of them. So when you find yourself being apathetic, that's not the way. When you feel yourself be like, you know what? F the world, F people. You've been tricked, okay? Because who you are at the soul level is loving, is kind, is compassionate. But at the same time, you're fierce, you're powerful, okay? You have serious power, but you don't utilize it in a violent way. You don't utilize it in a manipulative way. You don't utilize it in an evil way. That makes you powerful because you have wisdom. All of us, we can have access to knowledge. Google, ChatGPT, ancient scriptures or whatever. You can have access knowledge. Knowledge is abundant, is everywhere. But how someone applies that knowledge, how someone chooses to speak these words, share these codes, depends how much wisdom they have, how much love and kindness and the intention for them to share something, and how they utilize that knowledge. And that makes you the rightful heir to the throne. You're not here to rule anyone. Every one of us, we have the throne. It's not a competition. They tell you that there's only one throne. We all have to fight for that throne because they're thinking in a ruler mindset. But it's not like that. Every one of us, we each have a golden throne. That's our sovereignty. Okay, that golden throne is not an actual golden throne. In their mind, they think there's actual golden throne, so you have to fight for the top, and then you have to get everyone out of the way. It's like Squid Game. Okay, that's why that's what they want to inject in your head. But in actuality, the golden throne is sovereignty. Each and every one of us, we must master sovereignty, knowing that we are here in operating power is of God. We need to remember that it's not a game of comparison. It's a game of being anchored in your light, and your light awakens the light within others. Your healing awakens the healing and facilitates the healing within others. You're a healer not because let me heal you, okay? You're a healer because you've healed yourself, so you naturally radiate healing frequency. So don't get that in your head. I'm a healer like it's some kind of egotistical thing, okay? You're a natural healer because in your frequency is naturally healing. Do you understand? Right? So all of this is reminding you and finding you at the perfect time because your heart is aligned, because you know that deep in you there's a resonance. You may have glimpses of this. What I'm sharing with you, you've seen glimpses of this. You feel like there's something here. That's why you always I'm feeling the goosebumps again. You're feeling like you're meant to reconnect with the network. That's what I'm hearing, the word network. So maybe you can say it as like your soul tribe. Maybe there's a very urgent desire for you to reconnect or connect with people. So you might just find resonance in I don't want to say random people, but you're just like, there's something about this person, or there's something about this person. Like you're beginning to recognize the network members, your fellow star seeds, your fellow tribes, your soul tribe, your fellow light workers. Like you're beginning to reconnect and remember. Okay, like all the members, remember. Okay, and remember. All right, guys, lots of things coming through. I loved to hear what came through for you, what resonated with you, what awakened in you, what confirmations you have. I can't wait to read all your comments below. And if you haven't checked out my other videos, check them out because I'm here every day. So if you feel called to subscribe, I'd love to have you a part of my YouTube community, and make sure to give this a big thumbs up if you resonate at all with this message. That will signal to me that this is something that you want to hear more of. Okay, this is Tina Wong, and I love you so much. Below is my free Awaken community, so feel free to join where you can meet like-hearted beings.